Hi, I'm Pat Sharp, and I'm here with the Your Era blog by Zingo Bingo to go through my mixtape memories. The first time I heard beach baby, give me a hand, give me something that I can remember, which they sang in tune, was 1973. It was by a band called First Class. And the best thing about it is, it starts with the lyrics, do you remember back in old LA when everybody drove a Chevrolet? Whoa, whatever happened to the boy next door? The suntan crew cut all American male. Remember dancing? I could go on. I know all the lyrics. I love that song. I would have been on holiday with my mum and dad, and I would have taken a friend with me, a schoolmate, and we went to Bournemouth or somewhere, and this was playing, and the Radio 1 Roadshow was in town, and it was sunny, and wow. But here's the best thing. It sounds so American, and do you remember back in old LA when everybody drove a Chevrolet? It's so American, but the band was British. They were from Essex. And they just wanted to sound American. And they did the trick really well. So well done to First Class. You, to this day, remain a first-class act. And Beach Baby stays in my mind as the happiest, sunniest, most feel-good pop song you could ever play on the radio or indeed listen to. Take On Me is very special to me because I was pretty much, I think, the first person. I say I played the video, the famous video, of course, that made the song so iconic. It's a great pop song. It's probably my all-time favorite pop song, I think, at this moment, but I could change my mind in 10 minutes' time because there's so many choices, aren't there? In 1985, when I was working at Sky and I was on TV in Europe, we played this video in a studio in London that was by these guys called Aha. And they'd come over from Norway and I interviewed them on the show and they looked really cool. They had these fantastic like leather bracelet straps things and they were, ripped jeans and they were, certainly the lead singer was certainly a very good looking guy and very cool. The song itself stands up. Every gig I do, they're singing in a day or two. Let's All Chant for me is great. It's great because originally it's an amazing song. It was released in '78 by the Michael Zager Band. And to this day, ironically, even though I've recorded it, I prefer the original. I'm sorry, Stock Aitken Waterman, and I'm sorry, Mick, but I just really like the original. And so when we discussed which song we would do as our 10-year cover version for our first record for Help a London Child at Capital Radio, we went for Let's All Chant. I was really chuffed about that because I like the song. Watching the video back is that I see a bunch of kids there who got in trouble via us. We were in the Sun newspaper a few days after the shoot because it got revealed that we went on the air and said, listen, if you want to come and be in our video, we'll be at Limelight, I think it was Limelight Club in London, and we're going to film it on Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock, so come along. And we didn't think that anyone would because it was term time and everyone bunked off school. It's like about 3,000 kids came to be in our video and we got in trouble for encouraging truancy. Sorry about that. I absolutely love the angel North London Forever, Louis Dunford, and Louis is Linda Robson's son. Linda Robson from Birds of a Feather and a proper gooner, obviously, and I love his voice because he speaks it. I don't know if he sings the North London for he probably does, but he speaks most of the song, and the lyrics are all about the fact how the whole scenery has changed of North London for these ivory towers now that are so different from the old chippies, but the chippies are still kind of there as well. Even if you're not an Arsenal fan, you should listen to it and get close to the lyrics and the tune. And of course, it is the song that you will know whether you want to or not, because it's the one that Arsenal fans sing just before kickoff. And they always tend to time it really well, so the last note and then the applause, and then they kick off. And I think the referee must definitely be a fan because he's listening thinking, I can't start yet. But I absolutely love it. Brilliant lyrics and makes the hairs on your arms stand on end, even if you don't have any. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is the perfect ballad to me, one of Elton John's finest songs of the 70s, and it's the time when I'm buying records before the early 80s when I get into what I'm doing as DJ, and then I get sent every record and they're begging me to play their records. In the 70s, like this song, it means so much to me because it's a record I bought with my very hard-earned pocket money. And I would go down to the Recordery, which was our local record shop where we lived, and I would buy a record like this and I'd bring it home, play it to death until the stylus wore out and I had to go and buy a new stylus. And I would swap it with my neighbour who bought another record, then we'd swap back and everything, and I keep that one. And this to me has stayed in my record collection and certainly moved on to my Spotify liked songs collection and stood the test of time because the lyrics are fantastic, about the fact that he doesn't want to be taken to the city and he wants to go back to his plough, and he doesn't want to become a city boy, he just wants to be a country boy, and it's a lovely, lovely song. Great lyrics, great tune. Done, piece of history, well done Elton. And at a time when you didn't have all your own hair either. Or you did, but there wasn't as much of it. That was Mixtape Memories with me, Pat Sharp. Head over to the Your Era Spotify to rewind time with Zingo Bingo.